Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Well, this guy, Rafael Van...
And a chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
The Netherlands penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football and more...
And the shot! And that's a good finish.
They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Van Basten. He's having a hit! Wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Schneider. The Netherlands have got it back and they'll have another go. The Netherlands disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. That is ended up in no man's land. Schneider. João Cancelo. Proves too strong. Not the most accurate pass. The Netherlands have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Nuno Mendes. And here's Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vitinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. Van der Vaart. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Pinches it off him. And it's Schneider. He's gone for goal. Good strike, quite an alarm. Rafael Leao. And it's Nunez. Schneider. And it's Schneider. He's found a way through. That's rather hopeful. Oh, it's a dumping hit. Vitinha. Threads one in. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Ruben Dias. Approaching the half-hour mark. It's a really well-measured ball.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Schneider. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to pass it through. Ake picks it up now. Cruyff! And that's an... In he goes again! He doesn't look too happy with that. The ball is... And he's decided to go for it.
That is wonderful from Rijkaard. He's got himself an absolute peach. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. And it's Jordi Alba. Oh, important interception. Pull it. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball.
He's shifting through the gears here.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
He's gone for goal. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Roberto Carlos. Pull it. And the return pass. And here's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Ajax, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Knocks it in, and he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Figo. Conte. Rodri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Conte. Messi gets a foot in here. Figo, who is rarely short on confidence. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. De Rossi. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. And he's being shifted off it. He's having a pop! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Jordi Alba. And it's Conte. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, super find. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Mbappe! Goal! Turkey! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Let's a look and place it forward. And it's Salah. Oh, some astute defending there. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This is a promising build-up. Shot could be on. And the shot! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a shade optimistic. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. And it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he is going into that little black book. De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost... And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. It's anyone's ball now. Ball swung, in he goes again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Turkey find a position of real strength now. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we? Takes the shot! And it's Neymar.
And he shoots! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a pretty loose pass. Pelé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ajax are looking to break at pace. Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance. Ajax leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pepe gets across to intercept that. Rivaldo, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Toure tries to clear. Neymar going face-to-face with Neymar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Good pressure, determined, intense. That's where it came from. Now it's Luis Suarez. Toure cuts it out. And it's Rivaldo. Knocks it into space. It's Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure. And it's Lampard. Maldini looking for options for movement. Played over towards the opposite flank. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Kimmich powering forward here. It's run loose here. Mohamed Salah! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's Neymar! It's hit the crossbar. Beckham. Lampard never out of the action for very long. It's come to nothing.
Ajax can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, well played. That's the keeper's ball. Little pass back. And it's Lampard. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Lampard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Pele. Pele touches it back. Borussia Dortmund disappointing in the end there.
There will
They
be
lack
one more
urgency.
added time.
Ajax.
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Ajax
Hello,
coming in
attendees.
at
This
half-time,
is a Lost
leading by
Children's
1 goal to
announcement.
nil.
With the father of a
On the
boy
evidence
in a
of what
blue
we've seen,
hat
they're
currently
worth their
making his
lead.
way to the
There was
information
genuine
centre.
intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they won a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Ajax just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Coming on the field.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Number 8.
Ajax currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Thuram. Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Xavi. Xavi ploughing through the middle.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a promise. And the volley! No, he's missed it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Ajax are still that goal to the good. Ronaldinho. Thuram. Rivaldo. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Snyder. He's shifting through the gears. Snyder! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That is good progress on the left. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Pele gets it away. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
He's found a way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again. It's Luis Suarez! Suarez made a good run there.
I think there were a few doubts.
Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, just chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.